Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome back to the Flats Back Challenge. In this challenge, I am doing a variety of different objectives. At the moment, my main objectives are to get 25 experience. I so far have 1, so good start. Good start so far, but plenty of more progress to do there. I also need to get 3 gold apples, 3 ghast tears, and 3 blocks of TNT. And then once I'm able to do that, I would have finished the beast section of the challenge, and I'm going to be digging down under this world, and I will reveal a little bit more about what we are going to be facing in the future. But at the moment, my current task is I want to build a mob trap, and that's what I started building in the last episode. But in standard Stampy style, I got a little bit distracted in my time building out the mob trap, and I saw that there's a village. There's a village that I could see in the distance, and villages are very important to me because there's not much else that I can get really, because all the world is, if you haven't seen it, is magma, dirt, and then glass, and I can't even do anything with the glass. I can just break it. And then that's it really for the entire world. So not only is it difficult to walk around the world, but also there's not really anything else for me to gather. I can't go mining, and if I did go mining, it would just be me breaking glass and literally getting nothing for my troubles. So villages are really the only place that I can get anything else from, like stone and what else? Just iron, diamonds, anything that I could find in the blacksmith's chest, really. I guess I could, if I really needed to, I could get more stone by mixing lava and water together. And that can actually be a pretty good idea. I might actually do that in the future. I've only just thought of that. Even though I've done a bunch of Sky Island challenges and stuff, I really only now just thought about that strategy for getting cobblestone. Like I was saying in a previous episode, like you never normally think about the challenge of trying to get stone. That's not something you normally think about. So it's always a little bit weird when you suddenly have to. So I want to get the saplings first before I head off, because I'm really scared that I'm going to run out, because I've only got a few of these. That's the big thing that I don't want to run out of. So tell you what, let's go gather up some more stone from some of these buildings. I might dig out the area there, make some more tools, and then we can go and set off to the village and hopefully be able to get something decent from it. So sorry whoever's house this was. To be fair, I'm sure whoever lived here has wandered straight off into the magma anyway, so they're not going to miss this house. So we can just go and gather up all of the cobblestone around here, and this will become very useful, because I think I am going to be mainly using stone tools for at least this part of the challenge. At least I think I'm just going to be using a bunch of stone tools, because I have a little bit of iron, but it's so precious that unless I find a chest that has loads of iron in, I think I'd rather save it for when I really need it. Like, I really want to make an iron sword. And at the moment I can. I have two iron left, 2 iron spare. And so I'm kind of putting that in my piggy bank and saying that hopefully I'll be making an iron sword with that later, because this is the beast part of the challenge. If you don't know, it's the beast, the feast, the craft, and then the last are the different kind of levels that we're going to be going through. And this one's basically all about battling googlies, which is a tricky one to start with, because it's at the time when you don't have much stuff to battle googlies with. So yeah, I really want to get the iron sword just to make all of that part easier for me. But anyway, let's go and break away the final few leaves that might not have got destroyed, and then we can go and make our way over. Actually, I should probably make some more pickaxes, because the easiest way for me to get around is, well, there's 2 ways. Either I can kind of build a bridge by placing blocks, then the other way is I can kind of just dig my way through the magma and try and get around that way. But where are the saplings? Are there any saplings that have fallen down? Oh, there we go. There's at least 1 more sapling. As long as I get 1 sapling per tree, then that's fine. And that's a nice renewable source of saplings. As long as I get at least 1 back down, then I'm not going to moan too much about that. So let's just set off. I'm fine for saplings. And you can... I don't know what I'm doing, just jumping in the magma all the time. You can also get more saplings in blacksmith's chest. I don't know if you know about that, but that's actually another way for you to be able to get them. So that would be handy. And this is what my mob trap's going to be. My mob trap's going to be here. Let's just put some torches around here for now, because I don't really want googlies to be spawning here yet. So let's just go and light that area up a little bit, just for now. They will be coming in the future, but hopefully not quite yet. So can you see the village? I saw it for just a second. There you go. You can kind of see it really, really far away, just about on the horizon, all the way over there. Not too far, actually. I've actually been really lucky because I was able to just see this first village from when I spawned in the world, like literally kind of the same distance. And then from this village, I can see the other village. And I've set the villages to all be as big as possible. So as you can see, the villages are massive. They're they're like little towns, you know, tiny cities. They're not even villages. They're absolutely massive. Right. What do you reckon the chances are that there's going to be any villagers still alive in that village? I've saved some of the villagers in the village we've come from by basically just blocking them in their homes so they can't go in the magma. They are rubbish at the floor is lava challenge. So what do you reckon the chances are that there's going to be any villagers still left alive in that village? I think there might be a couple. I think there might be a couple still there. And this is quite good actually because once again, I'm making hopefully a big trail of grass that can go all the way down there. So that's going to be pretty handy as well. In case I need any animals. I don't think I'll need any animals, but the thing is, one of the big challenges then is the experience. I think that might be the final one, unless I kind of get that, you know, accidentally while trying to get the other challenges. It's why I really don't want to die as well. It makes it very important that I need to stay alive during all of these all of these battles. But yeah, that one might be one of the most difficult ones. And of course, one of the best ways to get experience is by battling googlies, but it's not the only way. You know, you can also kill animals and then you can kind of cook them to get more experience that way. Mining is normally a really good one, but that's not an option. But kind of cooking food, there's a few different ways that I can get experience. I think the best way might be from the mob trap and then also all of the pigmen that I'm going to be battling in the nether. Hopefully, I'm going to get the majority of my levels that way. But it could come down to it where I can go and try and get the final few levels pretty easily. But I'm just not getting many by accident at the moment because I'm not mining and I'm not smelting things, and I'm also not fighting many mobs because they don't even spawn on the magma. It means that my levels aren't going up much accidentally now, but once I go to the nether, I think that is all going to change, and that's going to be a great way to get my levels up quickly. But anyway, we've arrived. We are at the town. Let me just go and build up a way how I can safely jump up onto here. A whole load of new crops for me to steal. Food's not really an issue, to be fair. I thought it could be an issue. If I didn't find a village, food definitely would be an issue, but at the moment, that hasn't been too big of a problem, so I don't need to worry about that. Let me just throw away some of these magma blocks because I am going to have so many of these just clogging up my entire inventory. I might actually keep some of them just to build the walls out of for the mob spawner, because I might as well. There's no point using stone or wood or dirt or anything. I might as well just use them. But oh look, there's a villager. Oh, I feel what's that one? I can't remember what that one's called, but they're basically just like the really stupid one that can't even trade. Like I can't remember what its name was, but it's got like a really silly name for what the villager is. So I don't know. There's a bunch of them. Oh, what's going on here? Why are these ones surviving at my one? Right, let's go and save the day again. Let's go and block them all up inside of their homes. It's for their own safety. No, there is a blacksmith. I was getting worried that there wouldn't be a blacksmith, but there is a blacksmith. So let's go and make my way over to here, and let's see what goodies are going to be inside of the chest. Iron and diamonds. That's what I'm after. Iron and diamonds. Is that guy in the well? I mean, he's probably going to survive better than the others are inside of the well, to be fair. It's not a bad idea. Right. 5 iron and 3 diamonds, please. Okay. Ooh, this is good, actually. So apples are good. I mean, that's just food. I don't think I'm going to get any horses. I don't think there's even any point me grabbing this stuff. I might as well leave that here. But I think I get oh no, it's a chest plate I need. I thought that was going to be exactly what I needed, but this is good though, because I've nearly got a full set of iron armor. It's just the chest plate missing. But apart from that, I got a full set of iron armor, and I really want to keep this iron armor safe because I really want to make sure I have that. So what I might do is I might actually only have this helmet on for now, and I might save these for when I go to the nether, because every time I jump on the magma, the armor is basically getting destroyed, because when I take damage, it goes down. And speaking of damage, I can hear one of the less smart villagers wandering around. What are you doing? You can see that it's magma. You can... Okay, yeah. I think that just when I show up here, they get too excited. And hello! Hello there! Good morning. Hello. Good afternoon. And good night. That's just something entertaining about the way he just slowly emerged then. Right, is that it for blacksmiths in this town? Let's just go and build up here for a little bit and have a look around the town. Make sure that that is the only blacksmith. They look quite different on the top. So yeah, that looks like that is the only blacksmith around here. And I'm really just looking out now in case there are any more villagers around here. Like, it would be cool if I just had an endless trail where I just keep going in this direction and every new place that I go, there's a new village. But sadly, it looks like that there are no new villages in this direction. And I don't really need the food too much for now. Let's just go and gather, I guess, a little bit of this stone for here, because that is something that I am going to need. And then let's go and head home. Let's go and head back to the other destroyed village that I've kind of made my home for now. And I think I'm going to go to sleep first, just so that yeah, we won't get too many mobs spawning for now. And then I can... Well, what should I do? Should I either work on the mob trap or should I work on the nether portal? They're kind of the two big important things for now. I think I might go and carry on working on the mob trap for now, because for the nether portal, I still need to go and bring like a whole load of lava. And oh, speaking of bringing lava, there's lava in the blacksmiths as well, so I could use that. Sadly, I've got my lava still on me, so I can't do that right now. But yeah, that could be another way to get at least a couple more extra blocks from of lava without having to travel so far. There's the blacksmiths over back in the other town. So let's see if anything's gonna spawn on my little trail, because let's just go grab some of these carrots. I just can't resist. They're just there. And carrots are so easy. You just pick them out the ground and eat them. They're such an easy food. Like, they're not great for getting your hunger up or the saturation or anything, but they're just easy. Pick them out the ground, put them in your mouth, and then you're set. Right then, so let's go make our way back. So I'm curious to see if anything's gonna spawn on this path, because it's definitely dark enough now for things to spawn. I'm just wondering if just this really thin patch, like, I think that the mob spawn is going to be great because they can't spawn anywhere else. If I light up the town even more so than I have now, if I completely light up that town, there's going to be nowhere else for the mobs to spawn. And normally when that happens, like when there's only one area that they can spawn in, you get a load spawning in there. Like, absolutely loads. So I'm hoping that if I'm able to, yeah, just to light up everything else and then just have that one dark area where they can actually spawn, I think we're going to be overrun with googlies, which is what we want. And when I say overrun, I don't mean like, you know, jumping on me when I'm in my sleep. I mean that there'll be loads there, which means it's going to be really, really quick for me to get all of the experience. And oh, there's an enderman. Do I need ender pearls for anything? I don't think I need ender pearls for anything. It's rare for me to be doing one of these challenges where I don't need loads of ender pearls. I always seem to end up needing loads of ender pearls. Like, one of the big things I wanted to do for this challenge is just to kind of change up the objectives a little bit, because I've battled the Wither a lot now. I've battled the Ender Dragon a lot. I've done a lot of the same things. You know, I've hunted down ocean monuments. Like, there's kind of things that you always end up doing in these challenges. And I wanted to shake things up a little bit. You know, I've had enough hunting down Endermen just to get Ender Pearls. And oh, there's a skeleton. A skeleton spawned down there. Okay, I guess already things are spawning in on that little thin path. And a lot of things seem to be spawning in and just dying on the magma as well. You know what? I mean, if I didn't need the experience, if I was just going for the loot, I could just set up a really good mob trap with the magma, like where it just pushes everyone onto the magma and then that takes them out. Like, if I really need to get more gunpowder at the end of the challenge, then that might actually be a really smart thing for me to be able to do. Just kind of literally just funnel them all into one area, onto one magma block, then they all get taken out. Of course, I wouldn't get experience that way. That's the big problem, is that would work for getting the loot, but not the experience. But yeah, as I said, if there's just the string and the gunpowder and those other things that I need, then that could actually be a really smart way of doing things. So I don't think this place needs to be too big. Remember, though, I am going to have to fill some of it with water, just to kind of have the trails leading to kind of the one opening at the front. So it needs to be decent size, because I want enough land for them to spawn in, and then enough room for me to put the water down at the same time. So it's going to have to be a decent size, but probably not too much bigger than what I'm making it now. So let me go and start working out where the actual water is going to be, and then I can kind of see how much I need to extend it, because I always forget how far water travels. Is it like 15 blocks? Or is that redstone? Is it 8 blocks? No, I always forget. I never forget things like that. Things like that you would think I would just have in my mind at all times, the amount of time I play Minecraft. There's just so much stuff that I just forget until I need to learn it. You know, things like, how do you craft an enchantment table? I'm always like, I don't know. I think there's obsidian in there and maybe a book. I can't remember. Like, I always just forget those really basic things that, like, everyone should know if they play Minecraft a lot. But anyway, I've only got one bucket, and I think I'm only going to have one bucket for the foreseeable future, seeing as I didn't get any more iron. So let me just go and put that lava down there. That's safe, isn't it? Are we good? That's not going to burn down the town? I think it's good. I think that lava there is going to be fine. So now I can just start grabbing some of the water from here, and let's go and start filling in this land then, shall we? So I'll just use these wooden planks because I can get an infinite amount of them, and then let's just kind of work out how this is going to be. So if I need spiders as well. So let's just say it's 2 blocks in the middle. So let's say it's 2 blocks there. And then I need to dig this side out 1 further, I think, to make this equal. So these are basically going to be the platforms that they spawn on either side. And then there's going to be just 1 trail of water kind of funneling down the middle. I'm hoping that if I get loads of googly spawning, this probably doesn't need to be super efficient because they all kind of push each other. Like, that's when it works really well, is when there's just loads of mobs spawning all over the place and they all kind of just like nudge into each other and then they push each other down. That's when it works. So have I done this wrong? I think I just made this side too big. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really hard to count wooden planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I just made this side bigger for absolutely no reason, but we'll make the entire thing better. Like, the bigger it is, the more mobs we're going to have spawning down here. I just really needed it to be quite close to where I'd be spending most of my time, because otherwise the googlies wouldn't spawn in. If you don't know, if you're too close, they don't spawn. If you're too far away, they don't spawn. So you've got to be in just the right position where you're close enough but not too far away. So yeah, if I go and do 1 big trail down like this, I'm going to build up the platform on the other side as well in a second, kind of build the entire area up. I just want to see how far this water's going to spread to. So I'm going to do 2 blocks of water. I'll put 1 down there. Which seems weird saying 2 blocks of water, but that's kind of what it is. You're just basically placing down a block of water. Basically like an ice cube, it sounds like. And then yeah, if I go and put 1 down on this side here, I can see that that's going to reach to here. So this is kind of the limit. So what I'm going to do now is have water either side funneling to there. So I'll build this entire area as a platform like this to there, and then the same here, and then I'm just going to need to build back so it travels the same distance. So how far has this gone? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 was one of my, when I was rambling, 8 was one of the numbers I said. I did say 15 at some point, but I'm pretty sure I said 8 at some point. The knowledge is in my head somewhere. It's just accessing it is the problem. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just need to go 1 further back in this direction here. And then what this means is I can go like this. And so basically all of the googlies are going to get funneled to here. And then there's going to be more water kind of continuing pushing them down here. And we can do the entire thing again. And then that way we get all of the googlies kind of taken to exactly where we want them to be taken to. That's the general idea for this. There's no fancy them getting dropped down or anything. But then I'll have this as the experience farm. And then at any point I could just place down a magma block and just kind of switch that around, and then I could change it to the mob loot farm or whatever the technical term for these kind of things is at the moment. So this once again needs to go 8 along. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this will be the same this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait for it. 7, 8. And then we do the same thing here. And then this will lead it all the way to the very front where we want it to be. Does this make sense? I'm sure this makes sense too. I'm sure you've probably built way more of these things in your life than I have. Always one of the most satisfying things though, isn't it? Because all of the times that googly spend like kind of attacking us and taking us out, it's always nice to just to have something designed to be able to kind of get our revenge and get all of the goodies from them. So let's just go and fill in this water now just to make sure this is all working. And then I might just add in some I guess I could put down some pressure plates down on the floor there, and then that way it all means that the water isn't going to get all linked up all crazy. So I can kind of block off this water and then just have a new trail starting to go down there, and then hopefully if there's just enough googlies, they're all going to be banging into each other and kind of knocking them to where I want them to go anyway. So yeah, this is going to basically mean that the googlies should spawn on these platforms once I've built these up. They're going to go stumble around, fall down here, and then they're going to eventually be drawn all the way to the very front over here, where I will be there waiting with my sword to attack them in their kneecaps. Right then, let's go cut down some more trees then. I need to get a little bit more wood to carry on building it up. I guess I could use dirt, but I've committed to using wood at this point, and I should be able to get a pretty endless supply. So let's go and gather this up. Like, I mean, I guess I probably should use dirt really, because I can use the wood for loads of other things, but there's not many other uses I have for dirt. So let's go and gather down these trees anyway, just so I can hopefully start some new trees growing in their place. And then I think I'm just going to mine some of the dirt and instead do it that way, because the wood is going to be much more useful. And if you remember, after this, I'm going to be going down. There's the different levels of obsidian, and I'm going down deeper and deeper under the world. And it's probably not too much of a surprise to hear you that the deeper you go down, the less likely it is for you to find trees growing. So this is probably where I'm going to have to build up my supply of wood blocks that is going to last me kind of the entire challenge. So I'd rather just kind of hang on to that and build up a supply, and instead go and gather the dirt, which once again, you might not be too surprised to hear that there's probably not going to be a huge lack of dirt where I go and start heading down to. So where shall I start digging out? Well, let's go and just dig out. Let's just make an area down here, and I'll just go and dig out all of this dirt around here. It doesn't really matter. Like, it's not really for any purpose. It just means that it's going to be a place where I can go and gather up all of my dirt. So, of course, I need to once again break away all of the magma blocks. They break pretty fast, though, because this is just a stone pickaxe. So they must be pretty fragile blocks, because luckily they don't take too long to break. Because otherwise this entire challenge could have ended up going way slower than it is now. And now we kind of carry on doing what we were doing, but use the dirt blocks rather than the wood blocks, because the wood is ultimately going to be more important, because I can use that to make so many different things in the future. So I think I might be able to get the majority of this done today. I mean, I've got most of the mechanics sorted. So the big thing is kind of just building up the walls, and I haven't yet 100% decided if I'm going to have a ceiling on it or not. So the benefit of having a ceiling on it is that they'll be spawning basically all the time. In the day, in the night, doesn't really matter. They're just going to be kind of non-stop spawning all over the place, which is good because I'll be able to get more things. The downside is that it means that I would have to build a roof. It's once again coming back to my lazy Minecraft ways, and it means I'd have to put the effort into actually building the roof, which doesn't matter. I mean, I should just build a roof, shouldn't I? Like, I can just use the magma blocks. It doesn't mean like I need to go and gather a load of extra blocks. Like, I'll just keep some of these magma blocks I'm getting now, and I can just build the roof out of it. So I think I probably should, especially if I'm trying to just get experience out of it. I don't want to just be only waiting until it's nighttime to go down there. So I will break my lazy streak in Minecraft, and I won't take the easy option, because I could have just waited until it's nighttime and then they'd have all spawned anyway. But I guess I'll do it in the daytime, and they'll probably spawn better in the daytime as well, because it means that there's definitely going to be nowhere else they would be spawning. So you normally actually end up with more googly spawning in the daytime in a mob trap, which kind of seems like the opposite to what it normally is when you're talking about googlies. But anyway, I think this should be enough dirt, not to build up all of the walls and everything, but at least to kind of fill in the area where like all of the water's going to be funneled around. And where are these saplings? I'm actually getting a little bit worried now about these saplings, because there's only one. I've only got one still growing at the moment, and of course that one has a good chance to drop down more. But I'd really love to. Yeah, I'd really love to get some spare. So I'll come back in a second, and hopefully some would have dropped down. It doesn't really make any difference if you break away the leaves or leave them. Excuse the pun. But yeah, I kind of just want to make sure that I get some of them. But anyway, let's just go and finish off the rest of this. So this once again needs to go 8. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just about perfect. So the water's going to end there. So they're going to end up falling down here. So I'm going to have to kind of break away some of that water there. Break away the water to be able to have some sort of area where I can stand to be able to take them out. But these platforms are basically going to go all the way along here like this, and along to there like that. And then let's go and fill the water in, because that's the most important thing. Well, I guess I should make some pressure plates first, I guess. I'm going to be, once again, back to my lazy ways. I'm just going to make a crafting table. Actually, I don't know if I even need a crafting table to make pressure plates. I don't think I even needed that. But let's just go and make some of these. And then if I block off the water, I basically just need to do it in this entire square, don't I? Or it's going to start spreading. But then I can go and place down the new water here, and then I can go and grab some more from there and do that to there. Hopefully this all links up perfectly. So far it's looking good. Yep, there we go. Then we just do the exact same thing here. So once again, let's go and make some more of these pressure plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can fill in this entire area here like this, and then once again go and place down all of the water. And then yeah, that's going to be, as I said, the mechanical side of the mob trap 100% complete. So yeah, what I'm going to do in the next episode episode is I reckon I can get this place entirely done. I don't think it's going to take long at all. Like, it doesn't need tall ceilings. It only really needs to be, 2 blocks high? Maybe 3 or 4 if I want to get Enderman, but I don't really care about Enderman, so that doesn't really matter. So, yeah, I'll fill in the rest of these kind of little platforms here, and I'll build up the walls, and I will build a roof as well. Okay, I'll build a roof, and so then hopefully we'll start getting googly spawning, and I think we're going to get some googly spawning right about now anyway, to be fair, because I haven't lit up this place very well, and I don't want them yet, so let's go to bed as the final thing I do in this episode, and then in the next episode, as I said, I'll hopefully get that all done. I might go and gather some more lava in between episodes as well, so then that way we'll be able to hopefully go straight into to be able to building the nether portal as well, which is going to be the next big objective on my to-do list here in the flats back challenge. But anyway, that is the end of this episode here. There'll be a link in the description to the next episode once it's online, and saplings, yay! And there's also going to be a playlist in the description as well with all of the flats back videos in a row for you to watch that way. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!